In this video, we're going to talk about two of the most important beer companies in Mexico, which are Cervecería Cuauhtémoc, Moctezuma, and Grupo Modelo. We are going to start this video talking about IASA. What was IASA? IASA was the major supplier of seeds and grains buyer of the entire country. It was the unique intermediary between the producers of grains, of barley and malt in the country. They sell the seeds to agricultures, and in exchange, they were the only ones who could buy the grains the seeds produced. The agricultures were under conditions. If they didn't buy the seeds from them, they wouldn't buy the grains of the malt produced. As a monopoly, what they want is to maximize their profits. They decide either the price or quantity according to their effects in their profits. This works like perfect competition. Your marginal cost and your marginal revenue should be equal. A monopoly creates higher startup costs or obstacles that prevent new competitors from easily entering an industry because they have market control. We can say IASA was a monopsony because they bought the grain that was product of the seeds they sold to the agricultures first. They had the market power through its factors of production. The firm was the sole buyer for multiple sellers, and they could drive down the price of the seller's products according to the amount of quantity that was demanded. A monopsony increases entry barriers because it often maintains single buyer status due to restrictions on the entry of other buyers into the market. IASA was both a collusion and an entry barrier because both beer companies use IASA, so they didn't have new competitors, and they were shareholders of IASA. IASA was one of the biggest producers of malt. Because of this, the amount of beer produced in the country went down, and it was easier for new types of beer to enter the country. This caused the supply of beer to go up and the demand for the product stayed the same. COFECE didn't want to give full control of the market to the biggest beer producers, so they removed exclusivity contracts, allowing other beer manufacturers to get inside the market. Since monopolies are not allowed in Mexico, COFECE had to interfere and stop this kind of act. Now COFECE took legal actions in order to make this stop. They will also continue reviewing every aspect of the market and how it is going for both sizes, so that nothing unfair like this happens again.
In June 2010, Miller Trading Company, Distribuidora Domo, and Distribuidora Gabe demand monopolistic practices by Cervecería Cuauhtémoc Moctezuma and Grupo Modelo in beer distribution and marketing market for sale and consumption in establishments or outside them. Monopolistic practices are alleged performance of acts, contracts, agreements whose effect is to underlie, displace other market agents, prevent access or give benefits to someone with the requirement that they not use or acquire sell products from a third party. They perform acts to prevent the sale of competitive products. They give incentives. The duopoly uses power to squeeze the market. They give restaurants a line of credit. In this way, the restaurants are not willing to sell craft beers, although Modelo has already given their permission. According to Ley Federal de Competencia Económica, before a final resolution, the investigated economic agent could suspend, correct, or not perform the monopolistic practice investigated. So, Cervecería Cuauhtémoc Moctezuma was going to take measures to correct these behaviors. At the end, the investigation was closed, but not having enough elements to determine the non-existence of conditions of effective competition, but they already imposed a fine. Why? This is because COFECE finds out that Cuauhtémoc Moctezuma didn't comply with actions to eliminate anti-competitive effects in the market for beer distribution, marketing, and sales services. As a consequence, COFECE fined them for 11.78 million pesos. After the fine, Heineken respected the resolution and used legal resources to resolve this controversy that is still subject to the final decision of the courts. they expect to be favorable because they comply with everything. They confirm its commitment to operate always based on Mexican laws. The exclusivity agreements made by Heineken were entry barriers because the dealings were made to control the entire market of beer, but now with the reduction of exclusivity contracts and monopolistic practices to Modelo Moctezuma, the big brewers, CCM and Grupo Modelo, are more open to let competition in beer sales enter. Allowing sale of all kinds of craft beer in restaurants, bars, and canteens, and grocery stores, making entry barriers disappear and competition can increase in the country. Also, they will be able to produce and commercialize without need of authorization. Here it is the HHI Index of Company Share from 2011 to 2016. You can see that exists a duopoly. Main participation is from Grupo Modelo and Heineken, but mainly from Modelo. There is no perfect competition because HHI of all the companies does its approaches to zero. Grupo Modelo is a highly concentrated industry because it's above 1,800, and Heineken is a moderately concentrated.